When we hear that somebody is Oliver Twist, what do you think? They want everything for themselves and nothing for you, as if they are the owner of Nigeria. It is when you and I over here decide that no, enough is enough. I swear to Almighty God, the day the Southwest, the Southeast and the South come together and tell the North, we have seen since independence how you have been acting with impunity and arrogance, how you have been mortgaging our progress.
So what is
how you have been doing it
together? At
this point now? You see, it is either you stop this your mad dog from disturbing the whole country, or you move, you go your way with them.
So what is stopping the Southwest, South, and the Southeast from what is causing the division? Because that's the talk that when for the South they also always divided, but for the North they always have one.
That is not true. Let me tell you why. It is because of people like Tinubu.
Hey, barrister.
Hold on, I'm coming. No, hold on, I'm coming.
Tinubu
hold on, listen very well. Did they not sell out even the Southwest here because of Buhari? No, tell me, is that not true? Mention one thing. Tinubu took part in the Southwest when Buhari was in office. Even when Buhari was suppressing the Southwest, Igboho and co. Did the Tinubu utter a word? Tell me. Did he utter a word? He was doing it just that he can warm his heart into the northern part so that they can accept him. Is that not what happened, Esther? Tell me. He has not entered. They are not using him. They are not using him. So any other person, that's what they will continue to do.
And another thing, if I may contribute.
To tell you that all this is the joke. Did the El-Rufai and those 6 ADC members, did they answer the police today? Was it not yesterday 8 that they said they should come? Did they answer them? Did you hear that heaven fall?
No, El-Rufai they did not go. They went back to the police.
Oh, see, you can see. But they said they are giving them yesterday. So when police and the DSS want to play prank, that's what they do. As if they are doing something. Meanwhile, they are not even doing anything. That I keep telling you that don't listen to these people. Whatever they say to you before the press, before the camera, that is not the real instruction. The real instruction is given behind closed doors. That is why they don't do anything. Yesterday be today, Tinubu said that they should go and reject their military strategy or whatever. I said, so this is the first time you are saying it, Abi. This is the second time. This is the third time, Abi. All the one you said before, what happened? What result did he produce? So, my dear, you say this is insecurity. Like I've always told you, there is something behind it. Very soon, Nigerians will find out. Because this thing cannot be ordinary. Imagine negotiating with bandits on what ground? So that there will be peace, Abi. You can see. Tell me, if you now specify a bandit today, have you given him job? What is going to sustain him and that your peace? What? The only business he knows is what? Violence and terrorism. So if he becomes hungry, he will not say, okay, we made a peace with these people, let us remain hungry, Abi. They will go and look for what to eat. And what do they want? They eat you by violence. That means you can never satisfy a terrorist. A terrorist is a terrorist. That is why America don't negotiate with them. That is the truth all over the world. People that have studied the idiosyncrasy of terrorists, they understand it better. These guys have no other business than eating through violence. So when you say you have made peace with them, you are wasting your time. It's a matter of time before they come back. Is that not what frustrated El-Rufai? When he took money and told them that he went to the Sahel to pay them to stop killing Nigerians. At the end of the day, what happened? At the end of the day, what happened?
Intensified.
So the man got frustrated. So after trying something more than 5 times, it did not work. You are still trying it again, Esther. No, tell me. You can see why I'm not happy with Northern leader, what they are doing. Okay, these other people who are agitating in the south here, have they even said, okay, federal government, why not talk to these people now? Since their own is just agitation for self-determination.
Maybe even negotiate with Kanu. You've heard him like.
Have you ever heard or seen the federal government talking with IPOB members? Or are they spirits? I don't know. Have you ever called for a meeting and say, come, let's discuss it? But look at how they are pampering terrorists. Is that not why these guys are increasing in number?
It's not balanced at all.
No, is that not why they are increasing?
Balanced. How will you be negotiating with terrorists?
Esther, let me tell you.
So that means you're telling us that your security apparatus is not.
So what have you been spending money on?
You are using them for something. Listen very well. Why do you think that these guys are increasing in number? As I talk to you now, you have 5 different terrorist groups in Nigeria.
I'm telling you.
So when they say that you have negotiated with this group or these people, they say,
there's money.
More people will now enter.
Invite others.
They will now come in.
Money is
you can
here.
see they are spreading from the northeast to north central to northwest.
Look at Kwara. Kwara is going through it right now.
It is a stone through from Kwara. You have entered southwest. So are you aware?
Wow.
From Kwara, in fact, it not take up to 30 minutes walk. You enter Ekiti. You enter Ekiti.
Or your state.
Oyo.
That's why Igbo, that time that was why Igbo. See what DSS did to Igbo. They didn't call him for negotiation. They went to attack him.
Straight.
So that was under Buhari's order.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, now.
It was in this dispensation that kind of thing would have happened.
Look at hold on. If terrorism is still continuing in the southwest here, under a man who come from the southwest, please, is it when he leaves something that it will stop? You heard what you said yesterday about Ogun State and what is going on there. And if these things have continued under the watch of Tinubu in his own region, at what point will it not stop? Esther, tell me. You mean when Tinubu leaves office, that when they will stop, Abi? Then that by that time, the people of Southwest will now start fighting and they say, yeah, this thing is too much. But when your man was there, what did he do? You will not talk now. You see what? You still have a problem with people. You nobody have told him, look, use your position now, because from all indication, we know the people that are causing this terrorism. We know them. Why not call them out? Why not call a spade here, for God's sake? Esther, why are we pampering terrorists?
Barrister, let's take
a lot of issues going on in the country and under Tinubu's leadership. Every institutions, all three arms of government is being controlled by one person, by one individual. They are now working under instruction of Tinubu leadership, not under constitutions, because constitution, there's no law. Democracy destroyed under Tinubu's leadership, under Tinubu watch. A lot of things is going on in this country. The law, these people sworn to uphold the law, the constitution that brought them into power. They have violated the law, all because of one reason. So I want you to take your time, listen to this video. You know, a lot of issues now. Natasha's issue, the Senate bear Natasha from resuming after 6 months of suspension. Then when you look at it, you would have thought after suspension, she doesn't need anything again. Suspension of 6 months, then she'll go. They even need supposed to. But now the matter is like, this woman might not come back again until 2027 election. If they do another election, if she wins again before she comes, because the way the matter is going now. Do you understand? So this is not constitutionally again. This is by individual. Those who has power. Is not dictating for the court, even if the God. So just take your time, listen to this analysis. Insecurity in the country, Natasha issues with the Senate president, Peter Obi versus Jonathan, a lot. Take your time, watch the video to the end. We'll come back and talk about it. Just leave your honest opinion about this issue. What do you think? A lot of questions we need answer. So leave your comment and don't forget to share, like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Very important. That is the only way to support. If you know say they do well now, you support me now, hit the notification bell so that you get to see video like this next time, so that YouTube can continue recommending this video. Very important.
In the first place, that excuse is not tenable.
The excuse that the matter is of justice.
Yeah, that is under litigation.
Okay.
The suspension came before the court action, and they said explicitly 6 months, and that 6 months have elapsed. This lady ought to resume. Then whatever now happens with the court, you cannot take it up from there. There was never a time or a place where the court said that you cannot resume your duty. Esther, for God's sake, it was Natasha's constituency that sent her to the National Assembly. Not the leadership of of the Senate.
Okay.
So they have no right to suspend her. As a matter of fact, they have gone against their own rule, house rule. 14 days now became 6 months. On what ground? Esther, on what ground? I said the way these people are doing this, our democracy, is so painful and so annoying. I just finished a show with a US congressman. You know what he said? He said such a thing can never happen. That you can never, no matter what a lawmaker says in the house, you can't suspend him or her. He said they have not heard of such a thing. That he's even wondering where we copied our own democracy. The man said it. I'm not joking. He said it openly. That even this we are calling Senate president, there is nothing like that. It is the vice president of America. We now come and preside if there is a tie in the house. That is the Senate majority leader that runs the affairs of the house. So when he hears some of the things happening here, that he used to be baffled. He was even wondering where we copied our own democracy. That it cannot be the same American presidency that we are practicing. The man was so surprised. He said it cannot. He said it can never happen. Nobody can dream of it. But here, it just happened and we just move on. And you are telling me that we are not behind the human race. Esther, when I tell you this thing, you don't take me serious, Abi. I told you that Nigeria is behind the human race by 50 years. These are the facts. Esther, these are the facts. You made your own house rule for 14 days suspension, and now somebody, because of arrogance and impunity, he took it to 6 months. And the court did not find anything wrong in that. And now that lady, like we just discussed, she may not come back to that house until after 2027.
So who are those representing her constituents?
What will they do?
Does the Senate have the rights to impede a certain constituent in a state from being represented? What about projects that are meant to be carried out in that state? Okay, is it the governor that is in charge, or is it Yahaya Bello, who obviously is no longer the governor of Kogi State, or what exactly does that even mean?
Esther, what things had happened? A governor that was elected by the people was thrown out and suspended from office, and a military man is now doing the work of a governor. And even sworn in, elected the local government chairman or appointed local government chairman. Esther, look at what these people are doing to our democracy. Look at what they are doing to Esther, somebody will say, you don't like Tinubu, you don't like APC. Esther, how can I be happy with this type of behavior? No, tell me. Any same person will never tolerate this type of behavior. because we are destroying the institutions, destroying our democracy, destroying our future. What are we bequeathing to the junior ones or to the generation coming behind? What are we bequeathing to them? Esther, what are we bequeathing? Do you know that it will take over 50 years now for us to recover what APC have done to us in Nigeria? 50 years will not be enough.
I want to understand what the legality is in saying that the matter is sub judice, and that's why
okay, look, yes,
Serap has asked her to resume. PDP has asked her to go to national and resume her legislative duties. So what is the legal? Where is the legal backing coming from for
now,
this?
Let me tell you. That's why I told that excuse is not tenable. When a matter is in court,
okay,
you don't take it to the marketplace and be talking about it and all that. You don't do analysis on it and all that. That's what it means, because the matter is before the court. So in order not to preempt the decision of the court, you cannot discuss or talk about it.
Barrister, let me read this. No administrative action. Okay, I am further directed to inform you that your suspension was with effect from Thursday, March 6, and draw your attention to the fact that the subject matter of your suspension is presently before the Court of Appeal. The matter therefore remains sub judice until the judicial process is concluded and the Senate formally reviews the suspension in light of the court's pronouncement. No administrative action can be taken by this office to facilitate your resumption. You will be duly notified of the Senate's decision on the matter as soon as it is resolved. Please accept, distinguished Senator, the assurances of my highest regard. So what if the court decides to take their sweet time in resolving or coming to a conclusion on what matters? Until then, the people of Kogi Central will have no representative at the National Assembly.
Is akin to suspending this lawmaker, just like they blame Fubara.
I don't understand. Is akin to suspending the lawmaker?
The lawmaker, yes.
She's being
suspended. No. That is suspending her responsibility for her people, to her people. That is, you are telling her that the people of Kogi Central, you don't have a senatorial representative. That is the meaning. The same thing they blamed Fubara for doing. Esther, can you see contradiction? Even the court has found out that they don't need to suspend her, because in that hollow chamber, whatever you do or say, you are covered. That is it. You are covered, because if you begin to mortgage the senators or the lawmaker, that means they cannot express themselves freely. That is why within that hollow chamber, whatever you say or do, you are covered under the law. So why have they not taken their own extra, taking extra measures against this lady because she's a woman?
My question is,
so many men have been dealt with in this manner, but they came back.
Barrister Darlington, can you recall when this matter happened? What was the saying they told us? That the House has its mandate to institute disciplinary measures on any of their erring senators or House of Rep members based on their rules and regulations. I remember when that matter went to court, they were like, it is left for them to resolve it. A committee was meant to be set up in the Senate to understand what kind of punitive measures were given to Natasha for not obeying. I think it was an ethics situation, which obviously was within the jurisprudence of the House to resolve. So in this particular case now, they are saying that until the appeal court does what it needs to do. Why is the appeal court taking this long after 6 months?
All of a sudden, this Senate is not obeying court order. All of it.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lawal Kundayo, good evening. How are you?
Remember that after the appeal court, it will still go to the Supreme. I hope you know. Yes, now, if it is in favor of Natasha, Akpabio will appeal it. That's the truth. They will go to the Supreme Court. By that time, in fact, we have been talking of 2028.
So what are the people of Kogi doing about this, especially Kogi Central?
What do you expect them to do in the first place? What do you want them to do?
So you mean no projects, no administrative activities, no developmental projects within that constituency has gone on for the past 6 months, and there's a tendency that it will elongate further?
And they will still go there to campaign for votes in the next election.
So all the monies that are meant for senators and House of Rep members, I heard 2 billion per month for their constituency project. Natasha has been denied it, or that's Kogi Central has been denied it.
Of course.
So for the past 6 months, all of that money is being kept somewhere, or they are giving it to somebody?
Kept for who? I will even ask for it. They will tell you there's no money. What will you do?
No, but is it right for a section of the people to be underrepresented and nothing done, and the monies meant to be allocated to them for developmental strides are denied them?
Esther, all the things they denied the Fubara, did you hear that they will give it to him back when?
Barrister, there was an administrator there put in by the president. The president imposed somebody there to administer. Nobody is administering while Natasha is on suspension. No.
Akpabio is carrying out that responsibility now. He decides what happened in Kogi Central now. Akpabio decides, yes.
Is there any formal notice to that? Or it's basically how it is?
Who told you that you do things formally here? No, hold on. For you to have suspended her, that means you have taken away that right from the people of Kogi Central. You are taking it away from them, and so whatever you like, you can do with it. Just like the lawmaker, U.S. congressman we discussed with this evening was saying, he said that it is unheard of in the U.S. He said that for you to do this kind of thing, that is not done. It's unheard of. That no matter what you do or say in the hollow chamber, you are covered. It doesn't require all this suspension or whatever. He said it doesn't require it. But here, because of impunity and arrogance, you can see when little men have some small power like this, it enters their head and they begin to act like a god.
Who is the little man?
Esther, no matter how big a man is, as long as he's acting like a baby, he's a little man.
So Akpabio is acting like a baby.
Well, how else do you describe it? When you are going against your own house rule, you say 14 days. Esther, 14 days, clearly stated and written. So what brought about 6 months?
It's actually funny how all of a sudden the House decides to follow its rule book.
No, ask me, did that lady, did she kill somebody? What is that extra thing she did that warranted the 6 months instead of 14 days?
President, so what about the committee that was set up by the president to investigate this? Remember that the president, the NSA, the AGF, they were all part of an elite committee to look into the matter. So where
nobody was even invited though. Nobody, are you aware? Nobody was invited to even discuss that matter or to even ask questions. Both Natasha and Akpabio, none of them was invited. So the committee have just died a natural death. It's as simple as that. That is the type of democracy you are practicing. Nothing is formally here. They just wake up and take decisions.
Mr. Lawal Kundaya, how do you see this development?
It's Barrister Darlington said that it will take us 50 years to put things back in. I would say it will take us like 500 years because we are not even in the verge of stopping. You know, when you stop, that's when you begin to grow. But we are not even stopping the falling. You get it? We are not stopping. We are still falling. So when are we going to stop to begin to now count that we are going up again? We are not. We are falling badly. Down and down. So it will take us like 500 years before we can set this country back. Because what exactly, even the National Assembly is the Senate is sworn in to obey the Constitution. Am I right, Doctor Barrister?
That is they are
sworn in.
They are the lawmaker.
To obey the Constitution. The Constitution empowers you. Whatever law you made in your house, whatever regulations you made in the house is subjected to the Constitution. Your office, whether you are Senate President, whosoever you are made that by the Constitution that you sworn to obey. And then you are acting outside the constitution as if you are a dictator. I don't understand anymore. I don't.
Shebi, we ask for democracy. We are seeing it now. I
don't. That's why we should ask the person who gave us this democracy in the first place. Where did you get your own? Yes, we should ask him. I think it was we should ask the president. Former president Obasanjo. Where did you get this democracy from? You tell us where you copy it from. You tell us which principles you are using. It should come out because I don't understand what exactly is going on now. Where are we going to go? Everywhere now. We can't. And then they cannot step somewhere. If you go to court, I see the way they romance everything, and you'll be wondering what type of judgment is this?
Delay in the court, actually, because now when you say you're waiting for the court, there are talks that normally they're usually being induced or influenced.
So why are they buying them jeeps? Why is the executive buying them all these things?
Now, wait. You know, it is only when the CJN is leaving office, during their valedictory speech, you now hear them telling us all the bad things they went through. How the politicians was inducing them, how judgment is now cash and carry, how the politicians did not allow them to work. Only when they are leaving office. Go and read the valedictory speech of Ariwola when he was leaving office. I said, what? So this thing happened under your watch, and you are telling us that because you are leaving office, Abi? You can imagine all the injustices that were done.
Or you can talk about Malamina that is complaining about the government. We wonder whether you were not 80 years.
I went to visit him.
Hey, God.
Okay, so the Nigerian police spent 22 million naira on 85 cartons of cracker biscuit for personnel on operations. This was released by Sahara reporters. Apparently, based on the government spend, it's the public payment portal on government spend. That's GOVSPEND. They actually revealed that the Nigerian police force spent 22.282 million naira on 85 cartons of cream crackers biscuits for its personnel on certain operations. In the first instance,
is it 10 years or once?
85 cartons of cream crackers. 85 cartons of cream crackers biscuits for its personnel on certain operations. In the first instance, the police spent 7.073 million naira to purchase 25 cartons of cream crackers biscuits. That was the first instance, the first tranche. According to the details on the portal, the payment was made on October 26, 2023 to Danloki Systems Limited. The description read, being payment for the supply of 25 cartons of cream crackers biscuits, dry ration for logistics requirements, consumables for personnel deployed to carry out discrete security ops and info gathering activities, with 7.073 million naira spent on 25 cartons of cream crackers biscuits. Each carton would have cost 282,928.
Wow,
so if you look at the breakdown of it, for example, the first tranche, which is about payment of supply of 30 cartons of cream cracker biscuits as consumables and logistics, another one being payment of supply of 25 cartons of cream cracker, that one is about 7 million naira, then another 7 million for the same 30 cartons, and the report is quite extensive. So on April 21, 2023, the police Informations and Command paid 6.558 million naira to Waste Fulfillment Limited for the supply of 12 packets of toilet rolls. That's color rolls, 48 rolls each per packet. Another payment of 6.8 million naira was made on July 27, 2023 to the same Waste Fulfillment Limited for the supply of 12 packets of toilet rolls. All right. So the survey revealed that the open market price of color rolls toilet rolls were far lower than what the police paid. And checks on the popular trading platform actually show that Rose color tissue paper roll, that is one bag of 48 pieces, cost 55,000 naira. On Konga, the same product sells for 50,000 naira. And at this rate, 24 packs of color rose toilet rolls, each containing 48 pieces, should not cost or more than 1.3 million naira. All of this is on GovSpend. They gave a breakdown. So, Barrister, what is this?
No, that is how police money. You see pensioners cry, you can see.
The recent process that show where it was.
I said, look at where their police money is going. And the same police are the ones harassing citizens and other. Instead of asking their oga, where is our money? Look at it. Enter, look at the problem. This cracker biscuit, what result did he produce? At least you say it's for
special operations.
Now, after eating the cracker biscuit, what result did they bring?
They become superpower.
The result of that operation, where is it? Where is it?
They cracked the cases.
Yes. Now, where is the result? If the produce result, we don't have insecurity. They just wrote it with all this big grammar to confuse the gullible.
I don't
nothing
know,
came out of it. Nothing. Even the cracker biscuit. Are you sure that everybody they just wrote it that they used it to buy? Go and ask those who went for the product whether they ate the crackers. It might be designer cracker biscuit. You can see what you can see. Esther, you remember when we discussed here the issue of removing the details of expenses from the website of government. You know, in government there's a website for expenses. Even if you buy biro for 10 naira, you put it there for auditor's sake, so that when the auditor come, they will use it to cross-check all the expenses. They have removed it completely, so that you and I will not know how they are spending this money. Is that not true? This is Tinubu that told you that corruption is gone in Nigeria. Esther, have you seen it? Because whenever I criticize him, I have my facts. So let nobody come and tell me you don't like Tinubu. You have never done anything. He has never done anything good. Nothing good, Esther, nothing good has ever come from him. And I challenge anybody to tell me otherwise. This is somebody who came to bring heaven on earth. Now look at, we are going through hell under his watch. Through hell. No single thing that you can say, yeah, this area, Tinubu has done so well, oh, he has stopped corruption, oh, he has stopped insecurity, farmers are now back to farm, oh, we have food, oh. So, in what way are you going to praise this president, Esther? Tell me. Anybody that praising Tinubu, please give me the facts for praising him. What is that thing he has done that impacted on your life and in the life of ordinary Nigerians? These are facts we are talking about, not ordinary propaganda or falsehood. Real things. The money you are looking for, look at how they are wasting it up and down. This is just a tip of the iceberg. By the time you go into the executive, Esther, you will shed tears. I mean the executive proper. If you see what they are doing with our money, you in fact you ask yourself whether you are dreaming. You will never believe it.
Barrister, the Northern Elders Progressive Group has called on governors in the Northwest region to cooperate with the Office of the National Security Advisor and other security agencies in pursuing dialogue with bandits to ending violence in the region. So this was a statement made today. All right. The coordinator of the group in the zone, Yusuf Abubakar, said the forum was encouraged by the efforts of the NSA, Nuhu Badu, and other stakeholders currently exploring non-kinetic measures to restore peace in the Northwest. So as it stands now, that is the approach they are taking. And guess what? Already, the Katsina State governor is already trying to do that, to have a negotiation or a dialogue with the bandits to end insurgency in the states. Now the question is, this method has been adopted in the past before. Okay, it has been adopted in the past, but it never worked. The former Kaduna State governor, now Nasir El-Rufai, actually tried to do that. It didn't work over time because these guys will want to continue to collect money. Whatever peace initiative you want to get into with these individuals, they're never satiated. You will also have another group come up as well. Okay, so how many of these groups do they want to placate?
The question is, I won't make it a question. I'll make it a statement. How can a sovereign government negotiate with criminals?
Hey, God.
I mean, because I don't know what name I'm going to call bandits. I don't know criminals. Like somebody killed on the street, or maybe injured somebody, committed an offense, and you are why are you not negotiating with them? Why do you take criminals to court? Somebody, I had a case of, I saw one of a fallen complaint that they sent somebody who stole yam 23,000 was sent to 3 years imprisonment. Why somebody who stole? You can see the difference in law. That's why when I told you that Nigeria has 2 constitutions, people say I'm saying no, hey, it's not right. Nigeria has only 1 constitution, because I don't know where they get all these their own all these rules that this is the thing you should follow. Because we have a constitution. When it comes to some Nigerians, when it comes to Nigeria, you use the law. When it comes to certain people, the law doesn't work. And then you are telling me we have only 1. So why is it working? Why would you look at it now? Somebody will something will happen. Go to prison. You see so many people there who don't even they'll commit an offense. Court will have said, okay, go home and settle it. They will jail the person or send the person to detention pending where the case is determined in court. And look at bandits, criminals who commit treason because they kill Nigerians, and the government is sitting down to negotiate with them. Does it make sense? That's why I'm saying that for us to reset this country back, it will take us 500 years or more, because I don't understand what we need to say about this. So if they come, if they bomb some place now, you come to them and begin to negotiate with them. Okay, what do you want? You are bombing, we'll pay you not to bomb another place.
Governor Umar Rada, who had previously distanced himself and his administration from talks with criminal groups, now eventually admitted that the truce has already restored stability in some affected areas. There was a time we got an exclusive report that, you remember when what's his name, El Rufai, actually said that in a recent interview. He categorically stated that the governors still pay terrorist money monthly. He said he has information on ground that these governors are paying these guys. I remember that the NSA and the security operatives asked him what proof does he have.
Yeah, the proof has come out now.
So apparently Rada have been fingered to be one of the governors that was doing so, but he distanced his administration from those participating in talking with the bandits. But right now, as it stands, it's not just something that they have decided to commence. They have commenced it because
they've been doing it for a while.
Peace and stability in some regions. So all the while the accusation came up was actually true, but the public perception. So they wanted somebody from an authority to say something, and when Nuhu Ribadu said it, they now eventually admitted that they are negotiating with terrorists.
Please, I want to say something. Let me bring your mind back. Why was Fubara suspended? They said there was a bomb. Was it not? They said pipeline explosion. Why did the government not negotiate with them?
Before.
You didn't do that. You sent. You immediately removed the governor. You immediately installed a military X-man administrator there. You immediately took over the whole the country. The state. You immediately took over directly by the president. You didn't negotiate with those you allege that they bomb the pipeline. You took over immediately with this. Everybody was surprised, and now we discover that even where it was worse, where we saw evidences clearly, you are even negotiating with them. You are even persevering them. It's like you have a child, and the child is a criminal, and each time you come home, you give him money not to do the crime tomorrow.
Barrister, apparently he's saying that due to the locally made community peace initiative, that's what it has been tagged as, they are able to resolve crisis in 4 of their frontline local governments out of the 8 that they already have.
Esther, the people that did not are trying to pacify are their full soldiers. As far as they are concerned, those guys are not criminals. So they are keeping them for something. That is the ultimate end game, whether you like it or not. Because when El Rufai said it, he was very specific that they are paying them 1 billion naira. It was very specific. And to tell you that all this is a joke, did the El Rufai and those 6 ADC members, did they answer the police today? Was it not yesterday 8 that they said they should come? Did they answer them? Did you hear that heaven fall?
No, El Rufai, they did not go. They went back to the police.
Oh, see, you can see. But they said they are giving them yesterday. So when police and the DSS want to play prank, that's what they do. As if they are doing something. Meanwhile, they are not even doing anything. That I keep telling you that don't listen to these people. Whatever they say to you before the press, before the camera, that is not the real instruction. The real instruction is given behind closed doors. That is why they don't do anything. Yesterday be today, Tinubu said that they should go and reject their military strategy or whatever. I said, so this is the first time you are saying it, Abi. This is the second time. This is the third time, Abi. How the one you said before, what happened? What did he produce? So, my dear, you say this is security. Like I've always told you, there is something behind it. Very soon, Nigerians will find out. Because this thing cannot be ordinary. Imagine negotiating with bandits on what ground? So that there will be peace, Abi. You can see. Tell me. If you now specify a bandit today, have you given him job? What is going to sustain him and that your peace? What? The only business he knows is what? Violence and terrorism. So if he becomes hungry, he will not say, okay, we made a peace with these people, let us remain hungry, Abi. They will go and look for what to eat. And what do they want? They eat you by violence. That means you can never satisfy a terrorist. A terrorist is a terrorist. That is why America don't negotiate with them. That is the truth all over the world. People that have studied the idiosyncrasy of terrorists, they understand it better. These guys have no other business than eating through violence. So when you say you have made peace with them, you are wasting your time. It's a matter of time before they come back. Is that not what frustrated El Rufai? When he took money and told them that he went to the Sahel to pay them to stop killing Nigerians. At the end of the day, what happened? At the end of the day, what happened?
Intensified.
So the man got frustrated. So after trying something more than 5 times, it did not work. You are still trying it again, Esther. No, tell me. You can see why I'm not happy with northern leader what they are doing. Okay, these other people who are agitating in the south here, have they even said, okay, federal government, why not talk to these people now? Since their own is just agitation for self-determination.
Maybe even negotiate with Kanu. Kanu, you've heard him like.
Have you ever heard or seen the federal government talking with IPOB members? Or other spirits? I don't know. Have you ever called for a meeting and say, come, let's discuss it? But look at how they are pampering terrorists. Is that not why these guys are increasing in number?
It's not balanced at all.
No, is that not why they're increasing?
Balanced. How will you be negotiating with terrorists?
Esther, let me tell you.
So that means you're telling us that your security apparatus is not.
So what have you been spending money on?
You're using them for something. Listen very well. Why do you think that these guys are increasing in number? As I talk to you now, you have 5 different terrorist groups in Nigeria.
I'm telling you.
So when they say that you have negotiated with this group or these people, they say,
there's money.
More people will now
they
enter.
Invite others. Come in. Money is
here. You can
here.
see they are spreading from the northeast to north central to northwest.
Look at Kwara. Kwara is going through it right now.
It is a stone through from Kwara. You have entered southwest. So are you aware?
Wow.
From Kwara, in fact, it not take up to 30 minutes walk. You enter Ekiti. You enter Ekiti.
Or your state.
Oyo.
That's why Igbo. That was why Igbo. See what DSS did to Igbo. They didn't call him for negotiation. They went to attack him. Straight.
No, that was under Buhari's order.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, now.
It was in this dispensation that kind of thing would have happened.
Look at hold on. If terrorism is still continuing in the southwest here, under a man who come from the southwest, please, is it when he leaves something that it will stop? You heard what you said yesterday about Ogun State and what is going on there. And if these things have continued under the watch of Tinubu in his own region, at what point would it not stop? Esther, tell me. You mean when Tinubu leaves office, that when they will stop, Abi? Then by that time, the people of Southwest will now start fighting and they say, this thing is too much. But when your man was there, what did he do? You will not talk now. You still have a problem with people. You nobody have told him, look, use your position now, because from all indication, we know the people that are causing this terrorism. We know them. Why not call them out? Why not call a spade here, for God's sake? Esther, why are we pampering terrorists?
Barrister, let's take a very short break. We'll continue with the conversation. Balance. Why in some other regions the terrorists are being pampered and taken care of, in other regions it's kill at sight. Do whatever you have to do at sight. No proper prosecution, no trial. Sometimes you don't even know if the victims are or the persons who are apprehended are guilty or not. You just, possibly because they're in a certain region, you just do what you had to do. So the question is, what is the fear? And does this actually stipulate that our security apparatus, our security team or our security structure is underwhelmed in defeating these individuals for them to consider having to negotiate with these guys?
No, that's what they are told. They are working on orders.
They're working on orders?
Yes.
Orders from who?
From above, as usual.
Above? I don't want to believe that the president will allow such a thing.
No, I just said the orders from above.
There is somebody above the president?
It could be Satan, it could be anybody. But
Satan is in charge of our government?
No, order from above, Esther. It can be anything above.
Anything above? The only order from above is either that's the only person above every other above right now in Nigeria, aside from any form of spirituality, is the president. So is there any above from the president?
Listen very well. When Buhari was in office, military and police were giving orders, not coming from Buhari. Is it not on record that they were receiving orders from above, and that above is not from Buhari? At least he told us so that he was not aware. Is there anything you ask Buhari and he told you that no? He will tell you, I am not aware. Is that not what happened? Meanwhile, orders were being carried out.
You will not take action.
So what are you telling me? Is that okay? Now Tinubu is not at home. Who sacked the man with working with Shetima? Who sacked him? Are you not aware? So one of
it was yesterday.
On
creative something.
Good. Is Tinubu at home? These other issues that are happening today, invitation of Showore, was it Tinubu that ordered it? Is he at home? So that's what I'm telling you. This president, when they want to run away from their responsibility, they will look for somebody to say, I am not aware. Somebody took responsibility, somebody acted on my behalf. And this special assistant, people like Bayo Ononuga, they always issue statements and say that the Tinubu said it or one other highly placed official said it. Is that not how Nigeria government is run? No, tell me now. So other can come from above, can be anybody. In fact, above can be Bayo Ononuga.
Okay.
He calling him for what? Warning him for what? There is freedom of expression in our statute books. If you think he has done something wrong, even there is the law against defamation and slander and libel, go to court. Go to court. After all, Tinubu have been going to court in US. So what is wrong with going to court in Nigeria? If you think that somebody has offended you, Donald Trump, there is nothing Americans did not tell Donald Trump. Go and check it out. There is nothing on earth. Even the congressman we spoke with this evening, he said it that Donald Trump has a lot of messy baggages with him, and Americans are aware, and said the matters are in court. That even when he finishes, it's likely Donald Trump will go to prison when they are just waiting for him to finish his presidency. That is where law works. That is where people have sanity. That is where government works. Not in Nigeria, we are going to leave important issues that are troubling us, and we'll be chasing rats. Bayo Onanuga is advising Ishowore. The man that threatened the Oga wife, what did he say to the man? The man that declared that God told him that they should quit Remi Tinubu. Up to today, DSS didn't hear that case. They didn't, Abi. They didn't know when it happened.
Barrister, we have a lot to discuss today.
Can you imagine?
But I want to open the phone lines on time. But let's look at these two issues, okay? They're very vital for us to look into them. I'm sure you heard about the recent situation with the president. Apparently, he has reached the U.S. court demanding FBI, DEA to keep his personal records secret. They cited privacy rights. So the question that came to the mind of everyone is, how is the president's record meant to be kept secret? The president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where everything about you is supposed to be in the public space. In fact, all your details, how much you make, the businesses you own, your home, your family, your school, every record of yours is meant to be in the public space. So my question now is, what exactly is the essence of keeping the lead on that? If you want to access any president of the country, go on Google, you just click on them, you find out everything about them. Emmanuel Macron, the person that the president likes to visit most of the time.
If Mugu no for guy man no go job, Abi no know. You think that this in America secret agents are doing with Tinubu is for nothing, Abi? Money is exchanging hands. Money is exchanging hands.
In what sense?
Big money. I am telling you, they are making Nigeria because of this Tinubu matter. They cannot be an asset for nothing. An asset for what? After all, Nigeria is a non-aligned nation. So we don't have any secret of the opposition to give America now. If it is a communist state, we say okay, maybe they are getting some information from China or Russia to give America. We don't have such alignment now. So the only thing here is that they are sucking our mineral resources and our money. Nothing else. The woman, the vice chancellor of that CSU university, whose signature appeared in good on Tinubu's certificate. The woman came to that university 17 years after Tinubu have left. And you heard what that woman said about her signature on that certificate. Esther, ask me how that matter ended. Why the woman did not go to court? You mean she just left the matter like that, Esther? Is it possible? Because if I say it, I say, do I have evidence? So you want to tell me that this active assets that you and the Secret Service are talking about is for nothing, Abi? What do you think is going on, Esther? And we are looking for our money right, left, and center. I am very, very sure that these people must be blackmailing Tinubu.
Why? Why are you saying that?
Why am I saying that? If not, why? They said it themselves now that the man is an active asset. And for that reason, they will not release his record. Is it not you rub my back, I rub your back? You mean they are keeping that record? They are hiding that record for nothing, Esther. Is it possible? No, tell me, what interest do they have? If not for what? Ulterior motive, pecuniary gains. And Tinubu is ready to play ball to save his what? Image. Unfortunately, this image is not going away. I told you that whether in or out of office, Tinubu will never clean this image. It can never happen. It can never happen, Esther. Have you seen why investors are not coming? Because this thing that happened in US just recently, it has gone viral all over the world. People have seen it.
Well, Barrister, the motion asks the court to enforce exemptions under the U.S. Privacy Act and Freedom of Information Exemption 7C, which protects individuals' law enforcement records from disclosure if releasing them would constitute an unwarranted invasion of privacy. Mr. Tinubu's lawyers said Mr. Greenspan's FOIA filings, which sought the entire FBI file on the Nigerian leader as well as DEA documents, were not aligned with the core purpose of FOIA, which is to eliminate government activities. Instead, they said the activist was attempting to use the U.S. transparency law to influence political disputes in Nigeria. So, in conferring prior to filing this motion, the plaintiff has said that the court already resolved the issue of whether exempt records must be produced, despite not having heard from intervener. Mr. Tinubu's attorney said in their filing that the court appears to have chosen this language because the agencies can still assert exemptions to the production of records. So on Monday afternoon, Mr. Greenspan asked the court to ignore Mr. Tinubu's plea, saying the Nigerian leader has been using his position to pursue opposition leaders and others critical of his administration. Mr. Tinubu's legal team, however, insisted that his privacy rights remains intact, even though he is a public figure. They cited past U.S. court precedents, affirming that government officials, by virtue of their positions, do not surrender all rights to personal privacy. The president's lawyers further argued that Mr. Greenspan's interest in obtaining decades-old investigative files dating back to the early 1990s does not advance a legitimate public interest, but instead serves the activist for-profit website.
The congressman we spoke with this evening said that eventually those records will be released.
But when would they be released?
It will,
when the president is no more the president.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. After all, the 2027 is still coming. The 2027 is still coming. That record will be, because you can see what we are talking about, Esther. Okay, look at it this way. Up to today, how many Nigerians know the genealogy of Tinubu? And where he came from, how he grew up, his childhood. Are you not supposed to know this? The schools he attended to. Esther, are you not supposed to know this about your president? Tell me, this is a man that is being fed with taxpayers' money. He's living on our money. and you are not supposed to know either. You employed somebody to work for you and you don't have the record of that person, Esther. Where is he done? You don't know where he came from. You don't know his parents. You don't know anything about him. Please, where is he done in the whole world? These are things that we are talking about. How can you be living on secrecy in a high office like the president of Nigeria? Esther, in a Senate claim, the National Assembly ought to have investigated how Tinubu become an active asset to a CIA agent in America.
They are busy chasing Natasha.
These are things they should be doing, because it can never happen in a U.S. National Assembly that a president of America has been accused of being an active asset to a KGB.
Maybe China.
To a KGB. And he's still in office. No, tell me that it's possible. It's not possible. It can never happen. They would have advised him to resign in the first place, so that they can look into the books and know everything about him. But here, look at what we are doing, Esther. Look at how can you come and invest in a country where this man is the president? Esther, can you do that comfortably? No, tell me. It's like pouring water on a bottomless pit. The people you are talking to, as long as you are talking with them, they'll be looking at their smartphone. Your data is coming out. Everything I've heard, they are reading it. By the time you turn back, they say, bye-bye, sir. See you next time. That's the end of the matter. Why have they not been coming?
Barrister, we need to open the phone. Finally, supporters of former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, ahead of the 2027 presidential election, have begun reaching out to opposition heavyweights, including Labour Party's Peter Obi, in a bid to form a grand coalition strong enough to challenge the APC and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Salawal, this is coming to you first. Now, with the APC hierarchy already backing Tinubu for re-election, the People's Democratic Party zoning its presidential ticket to the south, the 2027 contest is shaping into an all-southern affair. But party insiders who spoke very recently with Vanguard said top PDP leaders, particularly from the north, have been mounting pressure on Jonathan to throw his hat into the ring. And this is where it gets a little bit quite interesting. So apparently, last night, there were speculations from inside sources that Jonathan had already met Peter Obi privately, but aides close to the former Anambra governor is dismissing the claim. Now, here is the thing. They actually want Peter Obi to shelve his presidential ambition, that is step down, form a major support with former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, since some majority of the northern part actually want the Jonathan to go ahead, in 2027. Remember that the wife came and said they're not into it, but Jonathan is pursuing it because the information is still in the news that he is seriously considering this and he may very soon, declare his intention. So the meeting was to ask Peter Obi, okay, we want to work together, and they feel that Jonathan has a strong supposed hold on Peter Obi and that he's asking him to step aside or shelve his presidential ambition, that they need to become very united now if they intend to make sure that Tinubu does not win in 2027. But the big question is this. For example, this is what the source is saying. It is true that Jonathan's people want Obi to step down for him, but Jonathan himself is yet to meet Obi. I can assure you that Obi is committed to his cause of rescuing Nigeria. So there is a source from Jonathan's camp and there's a source from Obi's camp. The source from Obi's camp is saying none of that happened. The source from Jonathan's camp is saying that Jonathan actually wants Obi to step down his ambition and work with Jonathan, but they have not met. Jonathan has not met Obi yet. So the question is, what is this? Is it because Obi has been quiet? Is it because of the intimidation that some of the ADC members are going through now?
Funny.
What do you think would be for those who are frontlining for Peter Obi?
It's funny. You see, I'm adjusting the mic very well so that I can speak clearly, because it's funny. You are telling somebody who is more popular to step down for somebody who's less popular, because I know that Obi is more popular than Jonathan.
It's not about popularity now.
See,
it's not about popularity now. It's about tact. It's about tact, tactics, strategy.
So no, I'm telling you that you are telling it's tactics. Why not tell Jonathan to step down for Showore? Yes, because it's about tactics. Because Showore has been talking. You should have told him to step down for what type of tactics? Is it no matter what you do, even if you rig election, you get it. It still come back to game of number in democracy. It still come back to it, because when the people refuse to fight for that mandate, that means they accepted their fate. Is that not it? That's it. But when the majority say no, this is not what we voted for, this is what we voted for, and they rose up against that impunity, that's the majority. Eventually the government will have to listen to the people, or else the country will boil. That's the way it happens. That's where people defend their democracy. So you are not telling Jonathan, and I'm advising Jonathan, because Jonathan has piled up a lot of credibility for himself when he left that thing for congratulated Buhari. Yes, in fact, people have forgotten most of his errors. They've forgotten most of his errors. He has built up a new clean sheet for himself. So let him go into the Nigerian government and trash everything, because they'll start bringing it back to him. They'll start bringing it back to him. So for them to be saying, and another thing, we still have a big hurdle to cross. That hurdle is a constitution that says that you cannot be sworn into office twice.
There are talks that.
So how do you change that? You'll be using the word and or the way they did it in Abuja case, Barrister. between the hand or KCR, and they think you can always get away with everything. You don't know what this one will cost in this country. When you think by the time they now start it and say no, the constitution says twice, you are swearing it 3 times, and then I mean, I don't know. See, we should begin to put aside our ambition, because I don't know what he wants to go there to do again. And we have someone,
you're hearing that it's this northerners, the northern bloc, who actually want him to come, because
what is northern bloc? You have you ask people say northern bloc once I'm coming one article wait Esther
with Jonathan's this term that he can't constitutionally he can't come.
Listen, the same northern bloc is telling article. You get it behind the article. The same northern bloc is behind Tinubu. The same northern bloc is behind Jonathan. The same northern bloc is behind El-Rufai. The same northern bloc is behind Obi. How many northern blocks do we have? I don't know. Maybe northern buildings, because there are so many buildings in the north. You can see the way Nigerians come in, and then you have some of these people, when they want to create mischief, they come in and begin to cause problem up and down.
In reaction to what you just said, Barrister Darlington, a coalition of associates from Nigeria's southwest geopolitical zone convened on Sunday, September 7, to review the nation's political and peace situation, and with a specific focus on the administration of President Bola Tinubu. Following a series of extensive debates, the group issued a resolution stating they are prepared to call for a dissolution of the 1914 amalgamation that created Nigeria. According to a joint statement released after the meeting, the resolution hinges on the alleged actions of what the forum described as selfish politicians from the north. The statement claims that these individuals are attempting to disrupt the country's economic recovery under President Tinubu's leadership. The newly appointed chairman of the Yoruba Organizations Forum stated that if some selfish politician from the north will not allow the rebuilding of the Nigerian economy, we have no other country to go than Nigeria. We have resolved to call the rest of the Yorubas to divorce the 1914 amalgamation and ask President Tinubu to build the Yoruba economy for us. He further accused opponents of the President Tinubu of hypocrisy. He said when it is a North's turn to produce the president, we maintain peace and decorum to allow them to do so. But during the South's turn, they either cause division within the South or compete with the South. If they cannot wait for their turn for natural justice and equity politically, then we call 1914 quits. The chairman concluded his remarks by emphasizing these selfish political moves from people who want to split Nigeria should be resisted, or the amalgamation will go.
They don't even know what they are saying. They just gather some set of people who don't know their right from their left, and they come out and be talking to Nigerians. I think they are talking to 1-year-old babies. I do not know what they are saying.
Go ahead.
Now, Esther, listen very well. You see the northern oligarchy. They don't want to be out of power for one day. The only business they not have in Nigeria is power. Give them power, you can take every other thing. Everybody is aware of these things. That is why they have left the real problem that is troubling their region, which is insecurity, and they are talking of power. Buhari was there for 8 years. What benefit did they not have or get from him? What benefit? Nothing. They are even lamenting about Buhari's tenure. And now Tinubu have come in. For reason best known to him, he chooses to follow the Buhari way, and the thing has equally backfired. Now let me ask you, Esther, this northern elite that are shouting at, how many years have they been in power since independence? Is it not more than that of the South? They have forgotten all this, Abi. They have forgotten. All the years their brothers in the military, we are doing parallel school, changing themselves and all that. All the 36 states that is in place now, it was the military from the north that created all of them. The north have forgotten all these things. So what is this noise about the South and the north having more shots to the presidency than the other region? Of what benefit are those things to anybody? Buhari was there for 8 years. What did he not benefit from them? You see, the situation is just that most people don't even know how to analyze this without running into a problem. Because you may be saying that the north, they meant well, they want to take power from Tinubu because of bad leadership. But Buhari was there for 8 years. Unfortunately, the people from the south here, they did not even complain when Buhari was doing whatever he was doing, because APC from this certain part led by Tinubu, they didn't want to disturb Buhari. They didn't want to. Meanwhile, it was for this reason that maybe Tinubu came on board, because they did not believe that he helped their brother to be the president. Therefore, they must help him. And now look at where everything is going to. So what I'm saying is that it is now time, Esther. Listen very well, Nigerian people. It is now time for you to rise up and break these jigs called north and south. Because the Nigerian state that I know, the way it is structured or created, there is nothing like that. In 1914, they were amalgamated by Lord Lugard. So we are one according to this structure. So where is all this north and south coming from? It is this one for north, this one for the people in the north. Are they from the same tribe, the same religion, the same parents, or the same ethnic group? As you say, yes, they are one. You know it's not possible. You know. So why are we making things that are not possible? Why are we trying to create problems where there should be none? These other states that are moving forward in America today, where you copy this democracy, Esther, do you have this type of population that people from the north, they have ruled now America for 10 years. Therefore, these other ones, it is now your turn for 5 years. These are mundane things.
But
it happens
the idea is that they know that the north would always have an advantage. So if you leave things the way they are, they may continue to rule and rule because of population.
See, hold on,
so that's what brought in the gentleman's agreement.
Listen very well. Now, on what basis will they not continue to rule? Is it not when you allow it? No, it is when you allow it, because from the 25% of the states, you can't get all of them from the north now. They still need you from the south here. So on what basis will they not continue to rule? It is only when out of selfish interest you now continue to align with them.
Yes.
You align with them. So you hand over this thing to them and you are claiming that they have been ruling. No, the north are not more populated though. They are not. If they are, when Jonathan wanted to conduct a proper census for Nigeria, Kwakwanso he dropped himself from Kano to Abuja, went to Jonathan and said, come, you see this man, Festus Odimogu, who you want to be NPC man, chairman, National Population Census man, commission man. You know he came from the Brewil. He had taken a lot of beer and the man is drunk. Remove him if you want second term. Kwakwanso, that's what he told him. So if they are very comfortable with the population as they claim, will such a thing come up? Esther, will such a thing come up? I am giving you facts here to tell you that some of these things are not claiming. It is not there. Esther, it is not there. The only thing that now want to leverage on Nigeria is the terrorists. That's why they want the bandit to remain. The terrorists, that is the only thing they are leveraging on now. So that whenever you don't agree with what they will unleash these boys against you. I even pity Obi if he goes into that place. I pity Obi. I'm not joking.
So do you think he should kukuma step aside?
I know he cannot.
He cannot.
But I know what these are the only thing they not have now as a leverage against the rest of us. This terrorism. Anybody that goes there now doesn't do things their way, they will unleash these mad dogs and claim it was insecurity.
But Jonathan did well for them, and still they were not happy with him to continue.
Esther. Notice that I keep saying it that the most, I don't understand. Maybe I should be careful of the word. These people they call North Central. I keep telling them that you mortgage the future of your generation, your land to the north by calling yourself North Central, and they are taking over you. It hasn't been a stand alone. Then you can negotiate. These people will favor me. Let me align with these people. These people will favor me. Let me align. You can align to the north. You can align to the west or south. Because you stand alone. They said no because they went to the north. Now they are being overshadowed. That's why you don't see them being appeared along the line. Kwara.
They're usually needed during election.
Thank you. That's why they are needed. That's why they are needed. And they are giving peanut like give them one small offices here and there, and that is that. The whole power now goes to the core north, to one north.
North Central states. They are really being bedeviled by serious insecurity.
That's what their leaders did to them. Now they mock them.
Listen, because that North Central, they are mainly dominated by Christian faith.
They are not even outside now. They are not Fulani. They are now outside now. They are totally different.
They want to bring them into their fold. That's why they are pushing all these terrorists from outside Nigeria into their area. All these people that have dominated Benue villages, go and check. They are not from Nigeria. That's why they occupy
Niger State, Plateau, all this, Taraba,
so
Nakwara.
That is a deliberate effort because they realize that the North Central is no longer aligning with them, and so they have to put in their own persons in that particular community so that they will be in large number in case of census. Because these people they'll be counted in census. I hope you know they'll be counted, and by the time they finish, they will not tell you that Muslims are 80%, Christians are 20%.
Moreover, many of people cannot even tell where they come from. If you ask them where is your ancestral, all these people being given this census or whatever, even collecting this national ID card, you ask them where do you come from? Tell us. I've interviewed some of them moving in Lagos. They will categorically tell you that they are from Nigeria.
Were you not here?
I have seen them many times. They will tell you where they came from, but they have a national ID card of Nigeria.
Were you not here when some people from Niger and Kaduna were taking the slot of Lagos State indigenous in the military?
It's true.
Did you not discuss it here?
Yeah, we did.
So you can see what is that. So that's why we see all these things when they say that the north is determined. It's not the north that determines this thing. It's just some people who don't see their value, have been taken over, and then they have more states. It's not true. That middle belt, go and look at that. That middle belt is middle belt of Nigeria. It's not North Central. It's middle belt.
Imagine if the South is here. At least Tinubu is a Southerner. Abi? Imagine if you were to treat everybody here equally, especially the people of the Southeast. You give them
people of the
Southeast, yes, give them a sense of belonging, so that we can speak with one voice for once. I regret the death of Awolowo. If Awolowo had a child, all this would have been settled long ago.
You think so?
I am telling you, because that was the principle. You understand? Because if you check, we have lost so much ground because of the north. So much ground. We have not made one single progress because of this northern insecurity and all that. We have not.
I'm telling you,
we have not. Meanwhile, the resources is coming from the south here. Enter, look at it. The resources is coming. Can you imagine? 87% of the oil well in the Niger Delta belong to northerners. Almost all of them have a oil well. Almost all of them. Oil well that belong to another region. Meanwhile, the gold and the silver and other precious metal, other precious metals in the north, no Southerner has a hand in it. You dare not. Look at that.
That's why they use the word illegal miner.
Look at that. And meanwhile, Tinubu is a Southerner. He ought to know better. Yet we are not seeing anything. Esther, it's even worse here. You treat these people from your own side of the country as if they don't matter. Remember, when they not to do, you keep quiet, you pretend, you pamper them.
I heard that, we're
You see, like I said, a lot of things has gone wrong. A lot of things is still going on. Like that man said, with what is going on now, this is what they call things has fallen apart. Things fall apart. Chinua Achebe. That one said, Barrister Dality says it's going to take 50 years. If another president comes in to start putting things in place, it's going to take 50 years. The other one, it's going to take over 500 years. Why? Because of the impunity that these people, they see, the impunity, arrogance, rascality, people we have in positions. They violate or they broken all the constitutions, the laws, all the three arms of government is being controlled by one individual. They are being compared to do what individual is asking them to do, not the constitution doing what the constitution supposed to do. Do you understand? There's two different things. These people, they no, there's no constitution again. Do you understand? So there's a problem ahead of us. If you are not seeing the danger now, the danger is ahead of us. We could see what is going on now. The level of insecurity, Natasha issues, Senate president, 2027 presidential election. They're doing everything possible to make sure opposition did not see the light of the day to even contest against them. For Tinubu's now is there should not be election at all. Just allow him to continue. There should not be opposition to even contest election. He doesn't want any competitor. A country without opposition, nothing. You can't do nothing. The country is to fail. And is what is failing already. Do you understand? Let me just say about this concerning Jonathan versus Peter Obi. Now, anyways, I still believe that is the rumors that Jonathan has never issued an official statement that he is contesting election under PDP 2027. And he never said officially that Peter Obi should step down for him. That's not that for what? Peter Obi should step down for you. No, Peter Obi is not going to step down. Yes, they are doing everything possible to make sure Peter Obi did not get the ticket to run in 2027. That's why APC, they are not going, infiltrating every opposition party, working hard to make sure that Peter Obi did not get ticket in any of these party, because Peter Obi is a threat to them already. Do you understand? PDP, if a Jonathan is coming, that one is not a problem to APC. Another person get a ticket under ADC is not a problem to APC. But Peter Obi is a problem to them. Peter Obi is a threat to them. Whichever party Peter Obi is contesting, Nigerians are ready to queue behind him. That is just the problem. All we are asking for, give us a level playing ground where everybody will go and contest, do election, the winner takes it. Free and fair election. So now, Jonathan is saying they should that one is just rumors. So until Jonathan said official statement that he is contesting, at that time we will not sit down and respond to him, and because we be advising, a lot of people have been advising here. Said like I said in my previous video, then except you are just coming to stain your white. Do you understand? Because everything you say you did that time be forgotten. No, yes, you did very well those things. So time has gone. No, time and event. We move on. No, the Nigeria you govern, you left how many years ago? 10 years ago. It's no longer the Nigeria of that day. Do you understand? Things has changed. Things has changed. So these people said, I know they are apologizing for their mistakes. Now they suddenly realize. So now it is your time to also disappoint them. They disappoint you. You said they betrayed you. Now betray them. Say you are not interested. What do you want? Is it money? Are you coming now to steal money that you do not have opportunity to steal at that time? At this critical time, the problem is going to be too much for you. They will still bring you later. I thought you have magic to perform. Now after everything, they don't bring you. This is all you could do. No, all those talk, we don't want it from you. Don't want it. I thought he has magic to perform. They say you. What did you do now? This, it too weak, it too that. Those names, they will still call you all those names. Showere, not Showere. Soyinka is still alive. If you come now, the man he has been to me since he's been silent. He's only talking to Peter Obi. I see Peter Obi is the president of the country. He never spoke anything about Tinubu. If you continue goes home now, if you come, so we wake up again, it will open your file. Adeboye will open your file. Tunde Bakare will open your file. Your case still in their listing. So we don't need it for you. If this country, if you are the last person to correct this system, to correct the system, to make sure the country is working again, you get the country on the right track. Please leave it. Let just be galloping the country they go, not be you. If If you not give Peter Obi, or Peter Obi cannot step down for you. Peter Obi cannot be your vice. So simple as that. Other, everybody will just go and split the vote. Peter Obi will surely get ticket from any party, which Nigeria might not even expect. You just see ticket will surely come outside. That's my problem. But Jonathan, do not stay in your white. Go home and relax. There is no magic that you can come and perform again. APC, PDP do not wish you well. They are just looking to insult you. They want people to insult you. You are elder statesman. With the position you are now, president is not your problem. Globally recognized, you're a global citizen. So you don't need this president to get recognition again. So what do you want? Is it money you are looking for? You want to come into office now so that you can have time to steal money, so that you can have time to create employment for your people, create employment for Nigerians? No. Or so that you can have time to solve the problem of insecurity? No. So leave all those things. Your wife is not even interested coming back to Aso Rock. Are you going to be a president that your wife will not be in Aso Rock? Think all those things. So they are putting pressure on you. The pressure is too much. Don't be confused. You should know better. So I'm very sure you are a smart guy. You know better as that statesman, elderly statesman. So you don't need to be a president of this country to get recognition, to get visibility. You are globally recognized. So leave this work for them. Do not let them pressure you. Don't be under pressure to accept PDP tickets. Let them give it to another person. For me, I will even want Peter Obi not to even take the ticket from PDP, because it's a setup for him. It's going to be a setup for him. Then they will still laugh at him. Do you understand? So they should just go with their ticket. Give it to Atiku or give it to Sheyi Makinde. Fine. They will still lose vote-fully. Anyways, that's my own. So what do you think? Please share this video. And please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll be your guy.